No, I don't mean this kind of behind the scenes.
Hey guys, it's me, Steven, and in this video, we're going to be creating a sci-fi hologram effect, like in the Iron Man movies, using Adobe After Effects and stock footage we got off of Production Crate. So let's go ahead and hop on over to Production Crate. So what we're going to do is go to this sci-fi section, and for our background, I'm going to pull digital pattern loop. And for our two holograms, I'm going to go with holographic HUD city and holographic HUD map. So we're going to let those download. Okay, so once your downloads are done, we're going to drag this open. And we're going to drag these downloads into After Effects. Alright, so now our footage is in After Effects. So now let's go ahead and do a simple key. I'm not going to go big into how to do the key because there are tutorials online on how to do green screen, and this is not our main focus. So I'll just do a simple key and then we'll get started. So this tracking is not going to work. So sadly, what we're going to have to do is manually animate. Now, if you were to put like a little tape mark on your middle of your hand, then you should be fine. But since I didn't do that, let's go ahead and do it this way. So let's bring in our HUD, and we can see it looks like we are going in through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Scale, and we're going to do -100. Alright, so now we're at -100, which means it's my perspective of what I would be seeing. So, sadly, we're going to have to animate this frame by frame. So what we'll do is go down here on Position, Scale, Rotation. You can do anchor point and opacity, but you probably won't change those. So we'll go into our preview and go frame by frame. Now, if you're wanting this to be very, not, completely tracked to the hand, unless there's, some sort of big movement to, and if there's not really a lot of movement, but there's a little movement, you can go ahead a couple of frames, and it will automatically sort of animate its position to what it is. So when your hand gets closer, you want to start scaling it up a little bit. So, back from the beginning, we've got this little motion. And so now we're watching mainly my right hand, but it's on the left. So right now, my hands are scaling it up a bit. Let's see what I'm about to do. So right here, they're kind of rotating, so we'll go back to before the rotation began, which is about right here, and we'll click right here on the keyframe, and then we'll go over to where it's rotated with your rotation tool, and then rotate it, and move it up. So as you can see, we'll play it back, my hands will rotate the hologram. Also, go ahead and click motion blur and then hit motion blur on your layer. That way, when it should be blurry, it will be blurry from movement. So you can continue to go frame by frame. So this hand, let's go ahead and turn off this layer to see what this hand's doing. Alright, so now it needs to be, we'll make the scale a little bit offsetted, so we'll do not stretch, we'll do like an inward like this, and we'll move it right here, and we'll go, actually, let's go ahead and hit undo change value for both, go back to like right here and hit a keyframe on the scale, and then go to where it's like that and shrink it into position. And so it'll look like I'm turning it, which looks really, really cool. Now, in a second, I'm pretty sure I moved this off. Yes. So, right here, this hand starts to go away. So, or not really go away, it's starting to move it. So, it needs to be really big right here. And we'll kind of undo that little scale thing. So, it'll kind of grow as my hand moves. And then it shrinks right here a little bit, and it goes back to the left. Oh, I went back a keyframe. Whoops. So now we will continue to shrink it and animate it with the hand so that, and keep the anchor point in the middle of the hand. That's a good rule of thumb for using these holograms. Scale down a little bit. A bit of rotation. So go back a keyframe when there's rotation. Click rotation. Go forward. Start the rotation. Now remember, you won't have to really go through this process if you shot your footage to where it can be tracked. And with that motion blur on, that frame's going to look super blurry because I'm moving it really fast. So I'm going to time-lapse this and go ahead and animate the rest. Okay, so I've successfully manually tracked the first Sci Fi HUD hologram thing. So, another tip, you can have it like this if you would like, and these are semi-transparent, but if you want to see your character a little bit, uncheck the opacity and drop the opacity to about, I say 76 for me works for this shot. And so it looks super cool still, but you're getting your actor still screen time. So all you have to do is either, like I said, put tape on your hands and track it that way, or do it like this and manually track everything. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if I missed something or if you have any questions. Also, if you would like for me to do a specific tutorial, go ahead and request it, and I will do what I can. And if you don't like the motion blur, you can just turn it off, to be completely honest. If you want it to look like this when it's moving down, like that fast. So that's why I turned on motion blur, because that's really gonna enhance the look of it. Look like an actual camera filmed it. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I will see you guys in the next video.